Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Onyx Blade back with another video. On today's episode of Chatting with Onyx Blade, I want to discuss pretty much fighting games, mainly some Street Fighter stuff and some Tekken 8 stuff. Nothing too heavy, but some things have been on my mind. First, we're going to start with Street Fighter. So, as you guys know, Luke is now being pushed as the next generation big guy, the main character, the new attraction, even though the older characters are there. Now, ever since Street Fighter 5 came out, Luke has gotten mixed receptions. Some people find like he's doing too much, or they hate the fact that, the character's OP. He's like one of the best characters currently in Street Fighter 5's meta, and since that game is pretty much not getting any more updates, if you're a good player and you play Luke, 9 out of 10, you're going to have a good time playing Street Fighter 5. I mean, you play like a casual level, then your skill level is no different. Like myself, I played Luke, but I know I'm not the greatest Luke player. But I hard to play Street Fighter 5. It's currently not even installed on my PS4. That might change though, because I'm kind of I do miss playing a little bit of Street Fighter 5, but that's not guaranteed. But anyways, some people are like, oh my god, the new characters. Most of the part, everybody loves the Street Fighter 6 newcomers. Marisa, I love her. Kimberly, love her. Jamie, chef's kiss. Minan looks fantastic. I haven't seen much of Lily, so I can't speak on Lily right now. JP looks interesting, but the old sophisticated old man design has been done 1,000 times. If you do it right, you do it right, but JP's not my cup of tea per se. That might change in the future, but he's not my cup of tea. And there's called Aki, who I really wish was part of the base roster, but she's going to be DLC most likely, unless something changes between now and the game's release in June of next year. So anyways, for the most part, people are like, oh my god, it sucks that Ryu's no longer the face of Street Fighter. I don't like Luke. And first of all, I love Ryu to death. God, I love Ryu. Ryu is one of my, for those who don't know, is one of my video game crushes. I can't go too far because obviously some of the images on my phone are a bit of the non-safe for work variety. Hello.
Hello.
But let me see. Let's show you one of my favorite Ryu artworks that is safe for work. I know this is a little bit off topic. If I can find it, if I can't find this, I can just move on. Yes, this is, I don't think YouTube will kick my ass for this. So anyways, I love Ryu. I love Chun-Li, especially Alpha Chun-Li. And Street Fighter 3 Chun-Li is dope as hell too. And I love it like Cammy, Rose, Cody, Guy, Elena. But as time goes on, for a game to progress and for a good story to progress, you got to introduce newer characters. And fighting games are not like a manga, an anime, where you could have the same protagonist and just show them through different arcs. Fighting games are more like, okay, yes, after a while you want to move on to another character, show another spotlight. Like no game that did this really good until Dead Life 6. Dead Life, the series. Dead Life 1 focused on Kasumi, and I believe Dead Life 2 as well. It was Hayabusa was the one who actually won the tournament. He defeated the Tengu guy. Excuse me. And then Dead Life 3 focused on Ayane, and then Dead Life 4 focused on Elena. That's how you do your stories. Yes, you don't get rid of popular characters. I'm a firm believer of, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If a character's really popular, you don't have to shove them down people's throats, Scorpion, but you also don't neglect them knowing they have such a big fan base. That's why I'm still confused that Makoto is not part of Street Fighter 6's base roster, but that's a conversation for another day. But I don't like the idea of people like, oh no, we don't like new, we keep the same character. Are you going to tell me you're going to play a Street Fighter game that just keep using nothing but the World Warriors and maybe some alpha characters? No, you want to see some new faces. You want to see the story progress. Even some of the new faces' fighting style is inspired by characters from previous installments. You want to see those things because it helps progress the story. And not saying, you got to get rid of, you got to replace constantly, because lately what fighting game trend I don't like is replacing a male character with a female version of the self, because the male character didn't click, but the female version, because she's got big titties, nice ass, etc., more easy on the eyes, is going to get a chance to give a big appeal to the general audience. And don't get me wrong, women fighters are dope. I love my girl fighters. But I do hate the fact that male characters tend to get replaced who are not considered popular. Instead of just tweaking them, make them more appealing, it's like, nah, just give us the female version of it. I think that's kind of lazy. But one thing, hello sir, Are you going to pick up a prescription?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. Hey, give me a second, guys. I'll be right back. I don't know what happened, but I'll be right back. Hey, guys, I'm back. I had to do this video in 2 parts because I had a customer I had to help out. And what happened earlier, when I said I didn't know what happened, my camera just went off out of the blue. So I was like, what the hell? But it caught everything I said, so I'm thankful for it. So whatever. Let's get back to topic. So I don't like the idea, the whole trend of a male character getting replaced by female characters. I mean, I don't dislike it all the time. In some cases, I dig it, but I just feel like it's lazy. Just okay, the male didn't work, make it a female. And I'm talking about like transitioning. I'm talking about actually like just replace the male character with a woman character, just for any misunderstandings. But overall, I do think new characters are good. Now, don't you have to overly bloat it? No, not at all. But if you're not willing to see new fighters in your fighting games that's been a long-standing franchise, I feel that's silly. And as long as your favorite is still there, to me, I'm one of those people. Let's say, for example, hello, sir. Are you going to pick up a prescription?
No.
No. Okay, you need any help, please let me know.
Okay.
Okay, enjoy. So, I'm not one of those people, I'm not saying that, oh, okay, you can't do this with a character, but overall, hold on, I lost my track of thought. So, basically, what I'm saying is, if you have a problem with a certain character, but your favorite character is still there, that is still fine. Because, like I said, there's certain characters I can't stand in video games. You guys know I don't like Maxima. However, if I have Zarina in the game, and Maxima's there too, why do I care about Maxima if my girl Zarina's there? That makes no sense. Why am I getting upset by a certain character being in the game when my favorite is there already? So you're like the Ryu fans, the Chun-Li fans, the Ken fans, the Cammy fans, the Jury fans. Jury's not considered a veteran, but she is a seasoned character and very popular. She's up there with the vets in terms of popularity. And you see a newcomer. Unless that newcomer somehow, some way limits the chance of you seeing your favorite character back, or completely replace your beloved character, what are you getting mad over? That to me just seems really silly. So, I don't understand that. Now I want to talk about this topic as well, the War Warriors, which is Ryu, Ken, Chun-Li, Guile, Zangief, Blanca, E Honda, and Zangief. Did I say like Ryu, Ken, Chun-Li, Guile, Zangief, Blanca, E Honda, and Dao Zim? Yes, those are the 8 warriors. I had to really think. I'm having like a thing this morning. Well, this afternoon, rather. So, people are like, oh my god, I'm so tired of World Warriors. But the World Warriors, regardless if you love them or hate them, they're the most recognized Street Fighter characters in the world. Throughout the world. I'm pretty sure everybody knows Ryu, Chun-Li, Guile, Blanca, Dao Zim. Not too many people know Minot. Not too many people know Laura. Not too many people know Ibuki. Jury. Jury's getting up there, but not quite yet. I still don't think so. Maybe that's my opinion, but I don't think she's up there quite yet. Maybe a couple more games. They don't know Rolento. They don't know Sodam. They don't know Abel. They don't know El Fuerte. They don't know Crimson Viper. But pretty much everybody knows Blanca, Dao Zim, E Honda, Zangief, Chun-Li, Guile, Ryu, Ken. Those 8 are too iconic. Now, mind you, I can understand you get a little tired of them. You might feel like, oh my god, but these are recognizable faces. So I never get the whole thing of, I'm tired of World Warriors. It's kind of like the Mortal Kombat community saying, I'm tired of Liu Kang, Sonya, Jax, Katana, Johnny, Sub-Zero, and Scorpion. Yes, I get it. There are so many other characters that need love and attention, but those are the most recognizable characters in the Mortal Kombat franchise. So, while I have a lot of things against Ed Boon and them, how they've done Mortal Kombat, I will never be against them using the iconic characters, the recognizable characters, the immediate cash grab characters. Because, let's be real, you play, and this is a good example. Let's talk about Street Fighter 3 days, when Capcom was trying to move away from well-established characters and bring in a bunch of newcomers. People lost their shit. People like, where's Chun-Li? Where's Cammy? Where's Guile? Where's all these characters I recognize? Street Fighter, even much of people love it now. Back when the Street Fighter 3 series was ongoing, that game did not get a lot of love. I think Third Strike was the first one that people actually fucked with. But outside of Third Strike, the New Generation and Second Impact were considered flops. Because guess what? They had no recognizable characters outside of Ryu, Ken, and Akuma. So I don't like this idea that people are like, oh, I don't want to see the World Warriors in every Street Fighter game. But the World Warriors are iconic. Now, mind you, I don't give a fuck about E Honda. I don't give a damn about Adao Zim. I'm very neutral to Blanca, neutral to Zangief, love Ryu, love Chun-Li, okay with Ken, okay with Guile. But that doesn't change the fact, because how I feel about them, that those characters are fucking iconic. So I would never understand people ranting and raging about, I'm so tired of the new Warriors. I'm so tired of the World Warriors. I said the new Warriors. The World Warriors. I would never understand that shit to save my life. Now, that's all I want to talk about Street Fighter. I'll talk about more as the game comes out. As the game is closer to coming out, rather. This is what you get when you make impromptu videos. I just do the shit on the fly, so sometimes my speech impediment kicks in, or I stumble on my words. Next, I want to talk about Tekken 8 real quick. As you guys know, Tekken 8 is still in development. It's still early, even though the past week, no, not this, the past Thursday, rather, when they showed the Video Game Awards, when the Tekken 8 trailer came out, I wasn't too impressed with everything, because I didn't really see a character I give a fuck about. The graphics look beautiful, the stages look amazing, and I'm happy Jun Kazama's back, but I personally didn't care about the game too much. Right now that might change when I see my girl Nina, or I see more interesting characters. But I didn't get. But one thing I heard recently, that Tekken 8 is going to be more offensive based and less footsies. Now already the vets were like, oh my god, I don't like this freaking brawl fights and fighting games nowadays. This whole thing, just getting your opponent's face to start smashing buttons. I hate that. Me personally, I love it because that's how I play. And there was a comment, I'm not going to say this person's name because I have respect for this person and I'm not trying to come off messy. This person made a comment on Twitter like, oh, if the vets are complaining about it, you should be concerned about the game. I hate that mentality, because the vets are not the only people supporting a game. So it's fuck us casuals, just support the veterans. I don't like that mentality. It should never be do things for the casuals only, because you want to keep your seasoned audience around. But I don't like the mentality that only the opinion of a veteran player or a pro player matters. That is bullshit. Any kind of player, doesn't matter if you play the game a lot or a little, as long as you're playing the game, your opinion on the game matters. Now there might be some dumb, shitty takes, that's okay. But to say that only the vet's opinion on the game matters is so dumb to me. It's just it's fuel in elitism, and I don't like that at all. Like, my opinion on Tekken shouldn't be regarded less because I'm not Speed Kicks, Chanel, JDCR, or Arslan Ash. Now, don't get me wrong, those guys are more seasoned. These guys have a better knowledge of how each character plays, how the game works. Absolutely. But their opinion on the game should not be the only one that matters. People like me, Damien, Suki, whoever else plays Tekken on a more casual-based level, our opinion matters too, because we support the franchise. Now, should our opinion be taken as the word, as what we say goes? No. But it should be taken into consideration. The idea that only the pro players have a say how a game should be done is silly to me. Now, mind you, that whole offensive thing, there could be pros and cons to it. Just because that's the direction now, they could change it during development. And it could be done in a way where, yes, it is in your face, but you gotta be smart about it still. You can't just smash buttons and, yeah, you won. And to me, long, I don't care if a game, I always say this, a game can be easy to play but hard to master. Like, a character can be super easy to use. And a good example of that is a game that is, kind of under the radar now, but it's called Fantasy Strike. That game is super easy to play, but it's tricky to master. Yes, every character plays pretty much the same simple button schemes, easy to understand how to use the moves, but to master the game is a whole different ball game. And I just hope that, people give Tekken 8 a chance, see how it develops, before making snap judgments. That's all I wanted to say on that. Anyway, that's pretty much the end of the video. Thank you for watching me rant, talk, whatever you want to say it. Sorry I was a little busy because I'm doing this at my job, because my job's kind of quiet today, but it gave me something to do. At least I'm getting paid. Anyways, guys, love you. Thanks for supporting me. Onyxe Blade out. Bye.